people ask me all the time, like, why is it okay to sample, blah, blah, blah. You have the whole, like, rights going on, all the issues with it. But to me, I don't know, I just feel like I do it out of respect, kind of, for the older music, which got me into record gigging. It's like a big old circle for me. I go into a record shop or a place that sells records looking for something I've never heard before, so half the time I don't even know what I'm looking for. I was counting the other day, probably all together I would say around 11 to 12,000 now. At the most that I've had though at one time, it was just under 20,000, but it's a good feeling to know that you're adding to a huge archive of music. It's been pretty awesome. Bad at times. I spend so much money on records and it sucks moving them, but I'll be digging and I just find that sample, and like if I can't get it out of my head, I just go straight home and I'll sample it right away, chop it. There's a huge thing where a lot of producers, they sit home and they make beats on the computers all day long, and they sample like YouTube or MP3s that they download, and I just feel like that, like I frown up, I mean they'll make good stuff. There's a lot of producers that do that are really big and they make money, but it's not, I feel like they are missing out on like a part of their culture, because it's in hip-hop culture, there's a process. You go and like the producer DJ, they go and they spend a whole day looking for stuff. They get happy, they come home, they sample it, they MC rights to it, they record, they put it out. It's a process of mastering. You have to learn how to do that stuff all on your own unless you pay for it. But definitely, yeah, I feel like they are missing out on some cool stuff, and the guys that do that will most likely be it's just going to be like a phase for them, and then it's just going to get old because there's no thrill anymore.